We have unlocked a new location. That's right, we're on top of the Roosevelt Bridge here in Stuart, Florida. Not quite downtown, but we've seen this bridge before on many streams, and now we're hopefully able to catch trains up here. So it's just going to be a little bit to hopefully we have our first catch of the day, but just before I was able to get the stream started, a northbound bright line has passed the camera. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get set up in time to actually catch him on film, so that's a miss for both of us. Hello, Nicholas Lau. Hello, VA Train Films. Great to see you guys. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. We just started. Y'all are the first to come in, so yeah, nothing yet. Still went in today's first catch. It's a bit windy up here in cool southern Florida. I must say, this little cold front we got, it's a blessing. All right, so we're hoping to get some action here. New shot location. I thought I'd try this area out. Yeah, all northbound trains are going to sneak up on me. We'll be able to catch them on stream, but on camera might be an issue. We should have ourselves a southbound bright line, hopefully, on the way. Although it is questionable given the time. I could have just missed it. But yeah, behind me is the busy federal highway. It's a 6-lane highway, so explains all the traffic noise you hear. So yeah, like I said, we should get some action up hopefully soon. If you want to see what's directly behind me, there's another stream you can go to. Although it's not on YouTube. You have to look this one up on Google. You can only access it through Google. St. Lucie River Live. You're gonna have to look that up. Or the Stuart Bridge Cam, Stuart Drawbridge Cam. Look that up on Google. It's on its own website, like I said, not Google. Or not YouTube, sorry, it's only on Google. You can find it right there, and you'll be able to see what's right behind me. You'll be able to see the train bridge. It's actually from the vantage point of the Roosevelt Bridge, just on the opposite side of the river. Yeah, we got a lot of wind and a lot of traffic right now, so. And people like to honk at you for whatever reason. Can't imagine why. Well, look who remembered their YouTube password. Yeah. I've been doing it so far, glad to see. I've been doing all right. I'm recovering from the cold. I'm recovering from a cold that really knocked me out. So if my voice sounds a little bit weird, there's your answer. Other than that, I've been doing really well. It's just I've been so busy, and we're finally able to go back trackside for some more live streaming. I say this every time, but I really do try to make this more of a habit to try and go live and do more rail fanning. When I said that last time, which was about a month ago, that was before I got sick. Yeah, I've been sick for a while. I've been planning to hit this location for a long time. All right, chat, over under, he gets the cops called on him. Oh, good. Oh, good grief. I'm standing on top of the Roosevelt Bridge, so I would say the odds are probably the right-handed rail fan, yeah. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen. It's probably unlikely, but if you bet the over, all I'm saying is you might get a nice payday, but you can't say you didn't expect it. But anyway, nice to see you, Red-Headed Rail Fan. Thank you for joining up. Yeah, no action yet. Still in today's first catch. Sorry I have to yell. There is a There's a 6-lane highway right behind me, filled with rush hour traffic. I'm gonna have to really be on my toes for this, because trains sneak up on you. I don't really have a lot of, how do I say? I don't have a lot of warning. Yeah, that's the word. I don't have a lot of warning for upcoming trains. So you guys, that doesn't matter for you guys. It matters for me when I have to record them. No. Sorry, I almost dropped my phone. It wasn't leaning over the edge or anything, but I wouldn't want to drop it on the ground here. This Brightline tracks? Yes, it is. Who asked that? Sorry, I'm looking off to the side. I'm setting up my second tripod. Somebody asked that. Hold on. Kit. Yes, Kit. This is the FEC Heritage Main Line that sees Brightline and Florida East Coast train action. And welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. Same with you, Zachary. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. I saw that you were downtown recently. You were set up at the old park by Confucius Corner. Plan on hitting up that spot sometime soon. Just got some trains in downtown Stuart. Yeah, I saw that. Got a couple bright lines with 206. Been meaning to catch 206. Still got to do that. I know from my experience, that's the train 130 likes to take through here. Or not 130, sorry, 430. FEC 430. For those who don't know, that's the veterans unit. We're set up here early because I plan on catching at least 2 FEC freight trains. I plan on catching FEC 191, FEC 105, and if we're lucky, we might catch the return trip of FEC 950. FEC 950 is a northbound train, but will return south. It goes to West Palm Beach to Fort Pierce, then returns back south. Usually light power, although recently he's been taking a minor cut back to West Palm with him. So we don't really know what we'll catch. I plan on catching that. I don't plan on staying too late though. The goal is 7. I'm willing to stretch it to 8 o'clock before we call it a day today. Brightline 5340 northbound is out of West Palm Beach. Appreciate you. Yeah, northbounds are gonna sneak up on me. So if there's any way that you guys gave me some warning, I would appreciate that. Sorry, I had to get out of the way there for a biker. Very windy, I have to adjust the hat now. Hat is adjusted and secured. Even though today is considered a holiday, I'm pretty sure the regular FEC traffic is still running today. I might be wrong, I don't know. If I am, we'll just have to try again another day. And hopefully another day won't be too long from now. I caught 206 today. Yeah, I saw that. I saw you caught him. Well, yeah, if 206 ran today, then I would assume there's no issues. Hello, roads, rails, and runways of Western New York. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. Still in today's first catch. So, yeah, northbound, like I was talking about, northbounds are going to be an issue. Here comes the parade of cars behind me. Northbounds are going to be an issue because I can't quite see them. So I probably, if I get lucky, I'll catch one northbound on film today, minus anything on stream. I wish there was some form of a warning. Any snow in Florida yet? Nah. We're definitely not getting any. We never do. Last time we saw snow was in the 1970s. North Florida, maybe. I don't know. If I'm really lucky, and I mean really, I could get snow up in Georgia when I go up there. Those who don't know, those who don't know, on Thanksgiving week, the weekend before Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be heading up to Folkestone, Georgia. Hope to do some rail fanning up there. You can expect a video, no stream. We all know why that is. Well, there was a huge storm that was at least reaching parts of Georgia, so I was wondering. Not to my knowledge. I haven't seen anything, but maybe, I don't know. Didn't see 920 come to Stuart today. Was there since 2:55. All right. So there was an hour where it could have come, so I wouldn't rely on it. Why are people honking at me, bro? Next outbound right line should be 5151 or 5355. Gotcha, appreciate you. I just had a good idea to alert me of northbounds. I should hang up a sign over on the road over here. I should hang up a sign that says flash lights or honk if train. See if like flashlights or honk if train. So if someone honks their horn down there, I could set up. 920 goes north through Melbourne around 9 to 10 a.m. Oh. So it's most likely we have not seen him. Melbourne, I was up there recently. Well, not recently, but I've been up there before. This new symbol system's messing with me. Well, where are you getting the symbol system, Orlando Railfan Productions? I might be able to answer that question for you. 105 to about 550 to 610. Appreciate you. Just through Melbourne around like south through Melbourne about 1 or 2. All right. It was going through Melbourne at around 2, then it'll probably be through us by like 4 or 5. So there is a chance I get a local FEC freight to go with 191 and 105. So you're telling me there's a chance. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Right. Yeah, I went through Melbourne once. That was a while ago. I think it was like over a year ago. Didn't do any rail fanning. Didn't catch anything. But I was around the tracks there. Had some nice shot locations. Wish I could. I wish I could have. Your guess is as good as mine, eh? All right. Yeah, same here. Changed and revamped their timetable and changed all their symbols a few weeks ago. Really? Did they actually change the symbols? Interesting. Yeah, I like how it's no longer BLF. It's just straight numbers. But that's exactly how FEC does it, so I don't know. Maybe FEC was the one who raised concerns with BLF. Just go similar. But I never understood the BLF 720 something 700 series. It's like, why isn't it just BLF 001, 002, 003? You know what I mean? But that would involve people using common sense. So I'm pretty sure there's some corporate reason behind that, but easy to say, I don't buy it. Anyway. I like the BLF stuff. Yeah, I like the BLF identifier. But the BLF where it's like 700 and it's just some random number that popped into their head, that I don't like. But the BLF symbol, I like that. The BLF identifier, I like that. I think that's what that's called. I believe it's called like the letters are called the identifier or something. I don't know. I rarely pay, you notice I rarely pay attention to symbols. The only thing I really memorize are the FEC ones, and it's because I've been living here since I was 8 years old. So, that eventually gets drilled into your head. FEC 109 for some reason yesterday came through Stuart at 6:45. Don't know if they changed. Time schedule or departure time? Well, I mean, if that's unusual, then most likely case scenario, it was running late. I know, trains run late. Next thing you're gonna tell me the sky's blue, you know? So it's probably just running late. I remember you. Hello, Snow. Hello, Snow. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I finally decided to return to streaming, man. It's been far too long. Appreciate you for stopping by. No action yet. Still waiting on today's first catch. But yeah, I will be the first to admit, far too long. What if I pass Coco 424 with this Newt Nose SD 4720? Nice. All right. So we'll have a little bit of champions on them. A little bit of champion paint. Excuse me. But that's perfect. I can kind of look ahead of me. I don't know if anybody can notice. Let me see if I can. Like right about here, where my finger is, like right about there. There's a little hole to where I can see through all the trees. And I'm looking there to see if southbound's coming. It'll give me enough time to set up to catch them round on the curve. Where is the ATIV? I'm not sure. Only Snot Nose on the system, to my knowledge. Interesting. Didn't even know it was the last one. Overrated opinion to some people, but I prefer the champ scheme than the new one. Well, of course, it's a better scheme. The champion scheme looked iconic. It was perfect. You really couldn't change it to make it any better. The new Grupo Mexico scheme, it looks corporate. Everybody knows that's a bad thing. So, the Grupo Mexico scheme is not a bad scheme, but compared to what they had, it's much better. I think if this Grupo Mexico scheme, say this scheme went to a railroad, I don't know, went to, how do I say this? Went to another Class 2 railroad. Let's say it went to the Genesee, Wyoming. We'd all like that. We would all think that's a great paint. But the fact they're comparing it to the champion scheme, I believe that's why we hate it. Some people actually really like the Genesee and Wyoming scheme, but you catch my point. 191 usually departs Fort Pierce at 4:30 to 5. Hope they'd go back to the 6:10 departure, yeah. It looks corporate, facts. Fairmax uses the same exact scheme except with red instead of blue, yeah. Yeah, so it was a whole, excuse me, it was a whole brand shakeup, that's why. And Fairmax, it really didn't change the colors. They didn't change the colors. But they knew if they did that to the FEC, it looked too much like Ferromex. So instead of making it red, they made it blue to identify this is FEC. That's the difference, in my opinion. That's what I'm pretty sure is the difference. New scheme is much better than the current scheme. Everybody knows that. Yeah, and like I said, the new scheme's not bad. Compared to the old scheme, it is. Next, Grupo Mexico Railroad, I believe. Same scheme, but the color will be yellow. Or green. Ah, that might be cool. Just every railroad's the next as a color of the rainbow. But yeah, Florida East Coast is already bought by Grupo Mexico, that's why. Nevertheless, the same scheme, very true. Is Grupo planning to buy anybody else? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Just equate a bunch of factors into that. I really wish FEC would kind of go under their own corporation, not bought out by another railroad. I really would not like to be seeing Ferromex engines running through here, but I have seen Ferromex, though. I have seen Ferromex engines. I only saw it once. It was in Jacksonville. I believe it was either in the Florida East Coast yard or the CSX Jacksonville yard. I don't remember which one. A long time ago. I think it was like 2022, maybe 2021. Long time ago. Finally, quiet. There's one car on the bridge from my vantage point. All right, now here comes the pack right behind me. If they were to send Ferromex units over here, they couldn't lead anything. That's true. Did I make it? Yes, you did. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. Starting off, we're only 20 minutes in, so still winning today's first catch. Always wanted to see NS4 and Power run on the FEC. We had a chance, but haven't seen it, so it's way past its date, but FEC, or NS does run interchanges with FEC. If you're lucky, you may be able to catch it up in Jacksonville. Couldn't lead anything, that is true. I didn't catch it moving. I didn't see it moving. I saw it just sitting in the yard. Let's go, I missed the last few streams, yeah. But we're finally back streaming, so I guess you could say you didn't miss any streams in the last, what, 27 days? There were no streams. Rotating rail link locomotives are getting the PTC. Yeah, I saw that. Some already do. Yes, yeah. And hello, Braden Railfanner. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. No action. Still waiting today's first catch. I must say, a little controversial opinion, but I do like this little XP system they got in the stream. You know what I mean? The experience point system they got in on the stream. I really wish BNSF had left MRL alone. Yeah, so do I, but it needed to happen. I just wish you could spend your, you could use those points and spend it on like stickers or gifts or something like that. Like say I had like a sticker, like a CSX sticker or something, or like a CSX, or like a waving emote that you could spend your points on to send into the stream link, or into the stream chat. I thought that would be a good idea. I guess that would make them very similar to a lot of other streaming platforms. That's what the memberships are for. Yeah, but I can't get memberships. I need to be monetized to do that, and I was close once, but watch hours really killed me. Now I'm nowhere near to being monetized again. And quite frankly, I don't plan on being. The streams really helped with the watch hours, though. So, if I actually do start getting serious and start streaming some more, I don't know, man. Maybe. We could get close again. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be heading up to Folkestone, Georgia pretty soon in a couple of weeks. I maybe will try to stream one more time, but I don't know, it's questionable. Sorry, we're getting really shaky here. The wind's picking up and traffic's not letting up. Excuse me. But yeah, I maybe will try to stream again. Questionable if I will. And if I do, will it work? Who knows? Yeah, excuse me. Checking on the stream right now, make sure everything's working all right. Looks like it is. What do you think about the NS and UP merger? Love your videos. Hello, Railfanning Land, and welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate that, man. No action yet. Still in today's first catch. Sorry, there was a van that just drove by me. It looks their logo is actually just Deadpool, but it's a different color scheme, so they don't get sued. Yeah, stream looks nice. What do you think about the UP-NS merger? Probably not happening. But yeah, I appreciate the compliment, Railfan Landon. Appreciate it. Like I said, it's probably not going to happen, but if it does, it's for the best. I've been saying it for a long time, and I'm going to say it again. Norfolk Southern is counting their days. They got really lucky with their incident back in 2023. We all know what that was. They got really lucky how that turned out. I doubt it. But they're not out of the water yet, though. That's the problem. They still got a bunch of other issues. NS days are definitely numbered, yes. So they got a while. But I must say, it's a beautiful evening here in Stuart, Florida. Excuse me. But yeah, beautiful evening here. Just hope we get some train action to go along with it. I said this before. Right when I was setting up, I missed a Brightline train northbound, so it snuck up on me. Heading north. By the way, this is Railroad North. This is Railroad South. This way. But yeah, I missed him, so that was a little unfortunate. Was not able to even catch him on camera. It is what it is, though. Not the goal. Not the goal. It's 5:10 right now, so we should be able to get some action here very soon. As we know, Brightline restricted their scheduling, restricted their trains, so the action is not as much as it used to be. But excuse me. But they are still active nonetheless, and this is still a railroad hotspot. The scheduling was like this beforehand. It used to be. In fact, it originally was just bi-hourly service every 2 hours. There would be a train going both directions. This is how it originally was for the first few days, until they eventually went hourly. Now that they're going back to every 2 hours, or bi-hourly, I doubt it'll stay like that for long, and probably around Christmas time, if I had to guess. So I'd say mid-December, or what we like to call peak season, it'll probably go back up to hourly service, if I had to guess. Peak season they say it only applies to freight railroads, but what's the biggest thing around Halloween season? Travel. Halloween? Holiday season, sorry. Brightline's making more of a push for commuter service. Well, that's interesting. There's another commuter service that works that area. The name is Tri-Rail. So are they trying to force Tri-Rail out? That's interesting. As I know, that's hourly. Between Miami and West Palm Beach. That I know for sure is hourly. One thing I'm not sure of They say revenue service is every other hour, or every 2 hours. Action really hasn't felt that much of a change. I think trains are still running through here, I just think they're out of service. So I really don't think Action has been disrupted, but I just think it's more out of service than in service. But the amount of trains are still the same. Not sure though. Could have just got lucky. Tri-Rail doesn't service the downtown areas because they run on FEC. That's correct. Brightline runs on the FEC. Tri-Rail runs on the CSX. Tri-Rail only runs to the to Miami Airport, minus a transfer train that goes down to Miami Union or Miami Central. Is it Central or Union? I'm not sure. But there is a train that runs down to Miami Central. But that train runs like 6 times a day, 3 up, 3 back. And that's only during on-peak hours. So it's really not much of a service. And it's only 2 cars. But they do have that. You can catch it at the Metro Rail transfer station. With the slight increase of traffic, I don't know. I might hit that spot up. It's technically 12. 3 for each peak hours. 3 for each of the peak hours. Peak time, which is 3 hours. So let's see. Let's say rush hours between 5 and 7 each on the AM and the PM. They're running hourly between 5 and 7. So that's 2 trains at 5, 2 trains at 6, and 2 trains at 7. So that's 6 one-way each day. So realistically, it is actually 12 in total. So there you go, I guess. But yeah, Tri-Rail technically does have that transfer. Yeah, you never know. I might go there sometime. I don't know. All right, well, we're over a half hour in. Still have not seen a thing. A little unfortunate. More people still honking. So yeah, it's been a while since we started. Still nothing yet. Hopefully we'll catch something here soon though. Must be nice to live here. That's luxury right there. You got the nice water on what you got the nice waterfront view on one side, and the track's on the other. Can't go wrong there, let me tell you. $53.55 south of Palm Bay. Appreciate you. I don't know how far Palm Bay is from here. The only Palm I know is Palm City, so that's just the next town over. There are train tracks out in Palm City, actually. It's way deep in there, just south of Melbourne. Gotcha. There are train tracks out in Palm City. It's pretty deep in there. It's along the historic. It's along some historic highway. They look very much upkeep. I don't know if it's the Miami subdivision, CSX Miami sub. I'm not sure what it is. I have to do some research because every time I've only gone through there very few times. I've rarely gone through there. And each time I do, I think it's CSX, but I'm not sure. Traffic finally cooled down, and here comes the pack. But I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's CSX. I'm not sure if it's some other rail line that I don't know of. I'm not sure if Amtrak runs through there, because if Amtrak runs through there, I want to get some shots there, you know? I'm playing a real... I really don't know what it is out there. So I'm definitely going to have to do a little bit of research, and never know, we might get a stream out there. Although it is very remote, so maybe questionable if I can get the streaming equipment to work. By equipment, I mean the phone. If I can get any service out there. Not very shy with what I use. Sometimes this bridge shakes a little bit. A little scary, not gonna lie. Excuse me. But yeah, I was talking about it earlier. There is a stream for the drawbridge. You can't find it on YouTube. You have to look it up on Google. It's look up St. Lucie River Bridge or Stuart Drawbridge, and it'll take you right there on Google. Look at a map of Palm City. Don't see any tracks. Interesting. Museums preserve the SD80 Max. I'd like to try and see it once I go to America. Not sure. You'd have to ask around. Really, I'm not the guy to ask for that. I'm not really knowledgeable about that, unfortunately. I apologize. Maybe, although I'm not sure. If you want to take a guess, your best bet might be Altoona, Pennsylvania. But that's just because they have everything there. So, I don't know. Maybe. There's the CSX Auburndale sub, but that's a good bit outside of town. That's probably what it is then, the Auburndale sub. Okay, I'll have to do a little research on that. All right, thanks. Yeah, I got you, man. The CSX Auburndale sub. That's a command center. I just saw a fire truck with a trailer. That's not like one of those ladder trucks. It's a command center. That's a new one for me. Never seen that before. That was actually kind of cool. Anyway, squirrel, sidetrack. I need to do some research on that line. Maybe something. There are no SD80s in preservation. Well, there you go. There's your answer. So the SD80s, I'm going to assume, are gone. Then there are no SD80s that still exist. Unless if there's a short line that has one. SD70s, yes, but no SD80s. Traffic said it did stop here. God darn, yeah. Some are left in Australia, I think. Oh, okay, there you go. Didn't even know Australia had those. Welcome to F59, almost 800. Nice, man. Congratulations. Hope you get there soon. Just a system rail fan. Any trains yet? Nope, we got nothing. I don't like the early sunsets. Yeah, me neither. And there are a few short lines that use them, I think. Nice. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Chessie System and F59PH. Thank you guys for stopping by. No action yet. Still waiting today's first catch. This has been one of the longer runs, or one of the longest times we've had to wait for at least one train, but I've done full streams, 3 something hours long, and we didn't catch a thing, so you never really know it. Never really know when you're trackside. Hey, hello, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet, still in today's first catch. Appreciate you stopping by, though, man. I don't think I'll be going to Australia anytime soon, unfortunately. Armadale sub is pretty dead. All right, well, there you go. I'm going to take a wild guess, and that Amtrak does not use the Armadale sub. Just to let you know I subscribe to you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for your subscription, and welcome aboard, brother. Too bad there isn't a bright line BLF tracker. Well, there is. Like Orlando Railfanning Productions pointed out, there is. But it's very inaccurate and does not work well. How many SD40-2s are left in the FEC? Are they going to be painted into the Grupo scheme? Well, so far that I've known, all of them are left in there, and none of them have been in the Grupo scheme, so I don't know. Well, no, there is that one scheme. But that was before the whole Grupo thing, so I don't know if that counts. I was hoping to see them as much as some of the General Motors engines. Yeah, there is a Brightline tracker. Yeah, but from what I've heard, it's not that good. So, I'm not sure. SD series is EMD. Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he was talking about the, even though he likes General Electric, he'd like to see some electric motor division power. To be honest, every railfan preferred CMD over GE popularity. All right, well, this is taking actually a really long time for the first train to come. I was kind of hoping we'd catch one by now, but that can only mean one thing. We're setting up for a pretty good catch here. I was kind of hoping to catch something in light. It looks like we may have to work in the dark here, but there are a lot of lights around, so I don't think it'd be too dark here to catch anything, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that's what I mean, General Motors, Electric Motor Division. Oh, okay, I got you. Am I going to see the CSX Christmas train this year? Probably not. Unless if it makes a surprise run. I don't think I will. I don't think it's going to be coming by me. Let alone Folkestone. But I don't think it's even coming by me. So unfortunately, no. Armadale sub only sees about 9 trains. I think, oh, that's not bad. It's actually not that bad. If there's something during the day, I might go out for it. Bridge still up. Appreciate you. Good evening. Hello, MA and NC Railfan. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. Still waiting on today's first catch.
Excuse me, man.
Oh, sorry, man. Hold up. I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Got in the way of a biker there. Only Amtrak during the day. Oh, Amtrak does run through there. Oh, that's perfect. All right, let's go. All right, I'm getting honked at yet again. All right, so Amtrak does run through there. All right, I'll have to make my way out there one day then. See if I can catch them. What's the temperature over there? It's a cool 40-something degrees. Probably around 45, maybe 50s. I'm not sure. I can't look it up right now, but it feels great. It's about time we get some cooler temperatures. What railroads come through here? This is the Florida East Coast Heritage Main Line. So you got the Florida East Coast Class 2 Railroad, in case you didn't know that. That runs through here. You got a few freights. We plan on catching at least 2. FEC 191, a garbage or miscellaneous freight train, and FEC 105. 105 is a priority intermodal train that'll sometimes take cuts of manifest cars. And also another railroad runs through here. That is Brightline South Florida, or BLF. They run through here on passenger express trains between West Palm Beach and Orlando. Finally, traffic calmed down. Any Amtrak or passenger? Yeah, Brightline. We hope to catch some Brightline action, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it now. Looking like we're going to be through our first hour without catching a single thing. I hope that's not a bad sign. I guess that's good. Yep, man. Got you, brother. So, I hope that's not a bad sign. Someone's going to type in chat, line shut down, train hit a car, and then I'll be very sad. Because finally, I'm out trying to catch some trains. I missed one by seconds, and I would have been the only one I would have had a chance at seeing today. So I'm hoping that's not the case. I plan on staying out till about 7 o'clock. $53.55, nearing Fort Pierce. Gotcha. Can you please stay here? Oh yeah, 100% I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here until at least 7 p.m. Eastern. Maybe we'll go a little bit later. I might go to 8. I might go to 8 if I think something's coming or something. But the goal is 7. So that's what we're going to try and do here today. Orlando Railfanning Productions, may I ask, how are you getting your information? Excuse me. Is there a website you're on? Group of people tracking it? Are you on a scanner? That could be true. Oh yeah, if you're on a scanner, please tell me. Scanners are very hard to come by now. For those who don't know, the Florida East Coast Railway event had all trains on the line. Event changed over to a scanning system that is not public. You can't quite get to it. That a regular scanner can get to for whatever reason. They were the first and only railroad in the U.S. to do that, of course. So no one can actually get a scanner on it. From the Amtrak, it doesn't work well, but it gets the job done. Interesting. Do you have a radio scanner? Like I was just saying, I do, but I don't use it. The scanning equipment here, like I said, does not work, unfortunately. Although I do wish I had my scanner right now, because actually this is one of the rare instances it would work, actually. Oh, FCC changed it back after about a week. Of course. Well, I would just be dead weight if I brought it here, because as I stood corrected, it would have been useless. I couldn't get online. I wouldn't be able to hear radio communications. It failed horribly. Great. Well, that's not great, but glad they got rid of it. local PD down there, lovely. I'm gonna lose my line. I'm gonna lose my mind if I get pulled over by the cops again, bro. We all know how that went last time. I think the Miami and West Palm Beach sections may still use it though. Oh. Well, that does not affect me, so. Not too unfortunate, I guess. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I have the capability to zoom in. Can you get pulled over for rail fanning? Yes, I found out the hard way. I guess you haven't heard the story. All right, story time, ladies and gentlemen. So I was rail fanning in downtown Stuart, actually, just a few blocks south of me, at a railroad crossing. And I didn't get pulled over. I got swarmed by 3 cops, 2 officers and a supervisor. They thought I was going to jump in front of the train. They thought I was suicidal. I guess they didn't see the 2 6-foot-tall tripods next to me, but I don't know. The 2 6-foot-tall tripods, the equipment bag, the scanner in hand, the cameras. You know, I guess nobody saw that when they called me in. It wasn't even the railroad that called me in. It was a passerby. Before you ask, yes, I know this. So, yeah, I did not get pulled over. I got swarmed. So, that was a fun experience. I didn't get cited or anything, but they did kind of let me know, like, I might be trespassing on property. I was standing on a sidewalk, but it's whatever. Still a funny story to talk about, I must say. On the Auburndale sub, you get 4 Amtraks, 98:40 in the morning, 97:41 in the evening. Yep. Sounds about right. Were they mad at you? They were mad at the situation, not at me. I'm gonna paraphrase here, because I can't quite say fully what he said. But one of the officers, he looked at me, he got out of the car and said, "Are you kidding me? They could perfectly describe this kid, but couldn't see the 6-foot bleeping tall tripods next to him." So I kind of had to censor out some more stuff that he said, but that's exactly pretty much what he said. I was already Chester System Rail fan. I was already packing up to leave. I was live streaming that day, actually. Excuse me. I was live streaming that day. I got swarmed literally a minute after I turned the stream off. So I was already leaving. I probably would have left already, but I was already leaving. What kind of tripod do you have? Decent ones. I don't know, man. I don't really know this stuff. I got a newer NEEWER. That's my favorite one. I like this one the best. It's not tall. It's not as tall, but it's really sturdy. Wow. 62 and a 45. There's a little speed radar next to me. They have a some guy was just clocked doing 62. Anyway, it's a newer NEEWER. I like this one. This is the one I recommend. It's very sturdy, works very well. The other one I have is I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'll just spell it out for you. Cambofoto. Cambofoto, maybe? I don't know. This is the other one I have. It's not as sturdy. It's a little loose, but it's very tall, and it works for a situation like this because you can kind of see the railing here. I don't know if you can see this. You can kind of see the railing here on this. When I'm on the smaller tripod, the one I recommend, the more sturdy one. But on the other one, you can't see it. You can't see the railing, so. Like I said, for situations like this, I would prefer the taller one. For ground, I would prefer the one I'm using right now. It's a little more shaky, the taller one, but it gets the job done though. Pricing, I don't remember. I got these years ago. So I don't remember the pricing, so I apologize on that. But yeah, those are the tripods I use. That's the equipment I use. That's an electric car. Getting swarmed for railfanning is crazy. I'm not the only one, and I won't be the last. So I just wish I recorded it because that would have did numbers. Because at the time, it was pretty popular to see railfans get pulled over by cops. It was around the time where someone intentionally derailed the freight train, allegedly intentionally derailed the freight train. So, I don't know if that case is still in trial or not. I think it is. I don't think it is. I think he got a plea bargain. And from what I heard, it was actually a sweet deal too. But I'm not going to talk about it because I could get in real legal trouble for that. So 5355 near PSL. Appreciate you, man. Just going to raise the camera here a little bit. I don't want you guys seeing this right here. I thought I would have seen something by now with daylight, but we do still have a little bit of light out. So maybe we get lucky here. We're almost an hour in, so that's nice. Yeah, I really wish, at times like this, I really wish the trains were still hourly, but it's what it is. Excuse me. A drone would actually be pretty helpful for this, actually. I could just lift it off, go, put it on the other side of the, land it on the other side of the bridge. I could like have like a permanent camera set up there to see when the train's coming. That would almost be perfect, actually. Excuse me. That's big brain right there. That's big brain. Anyway. I kind of wish YouTube would fix the little top fans things. You can only get so much experience points from, or XP from chatting. You can only get 75. You get 25 a message, so you get credited for 3 messages. I kind of wish they would give you more. I wish it was every message, so more people. So at the end of the day, you can see who was chatting the most. You know, it would encourage more engagement, to a degree at least. Some people bring their drones on rail tours, and they're pretty clean shots. Yeah, I bet. But yeah, I know some people probably take the XP thing probably pretty seriously, I would imagine. So I wish YouTube would do that. But that would benefit their creators, so I'm kidding. I've seen people with XP in the tens of thousands, exactly. So yeah, I just kind of wish you'd get a little bit more experience. But a little neat trick or a workaround is if you close the stream, I'm not advising this, don't do this. If you close the stream and reopen the stream, that I think is a get around. It used to work. I don't know if it works anymore. It used to work though. I noticed it with the Green Castle, because that's about the time that YouTube started doing that, was when I was up in Green Castle. I don't know if anybody remembers that stream. That was a decent stream. I was waiting for the tag unit. Didn't get it, unfortunately, but that was an interesting time. We're over an hour into the stream, so do that what you will. It is strange that you can't do anything with it. Yeah, maybe that's the goal. Maybe that's going to be in the next YouTube big update thing or whatever. Although I do kind of find it weird. What's this? What does this button do? I do kind of find it weird that when YouTube has an update, they don't disclose the update. You got to find out about it the hard way. I don't know, I just kind of find that funny. So yeah, looking like if we do get anything, it's gonna be in the dark. It's gonna be in the dark, unfortunately. Wish that wasn't the case, but unfortunately it will be. Really? Sorry, I got my portable charger. Oh yeah, that's another thing I really advise for rail fans. Bring a portable charger. I was trying to get that out of my pocket, but my keys, for whatever reason, would not let go. Getting a train now with the sky in the background would be pretty great. Yeah, that's true. Let me show you guys what it looks like behind me right now. Oh, dude. I almost just dropped my tripod. Yep, here's the other equipment. Here's everything I got right here. This is the view behind me right now. Finally, no traffic. I picked the perfect time to pan around here. It's beautiful. But yeah, do you guys believe me? This is a 6-lane highway. But yeah, it's beautiful behind me right now. Well, I could get a train shooting into that. Beautiful skies, yes. Ghost train appeared to be a little bit late. Would be a little bit late if I do say so myself. Dealing with my other camera, or my phone. What do you mean? Great color skies? Oh yeah, if you just scrub back a little bit, and if you want to see it, it's beautiful behind me right now. I just felt the bridge shake again. Let me tell you, that's a scary feeling, I must say. All right, do we have any update on 105, maybe? Maybe about the ghost train? Oh, it's past Halloween. It was a Halloween joke. Oh, okay, yeah. Just getting my phone to charge right now. 53, 55 should be pretty much right around the corner. That'd be great, if only. How many minutes? Unsure. I can kind of see a crossing down the way just kind of through the trees over there. So if I see people braking, I'll have my answer. Jockey says looks like less than 10. Perfect. Get something. Is it cold? It's not cold, it's chill. It's cool. I love it. I must say, I really love it. Whoa, that's wind. That's heavy wind. Where did this come from? That's not good. After this, we could. Hello, James. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I saw that W. No action yet, still winning today's first catch. We could have 105 right after him. So, train time, guys, train time, finally. Here we go. Must admit, took long enough. How's it going? It's going pretty good, finally. First catch of today, he came at a great time. And there we go with today's first catch, finally. Train number 1, yes sir. I'm Royal King of the Rails and the old. Gotcha, man, gotcha. Well, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for stopping by. You're the good luck charm, I guess. Finally, over an hour into the stream, we catch our first train. So there we go, we'll take it. So yeah, sorry, it's more on the bottom of the stream. I kind of wish it was a little bit better view, but it was on my camera, though. It wasn't my other camera. Let's go, guys. Let's go, finally. I got the shot I wanted. Also, allegedly, there may be another bright line coming soon. Also, we should have a freight train here very soon as well. I'd say within the next 10-15 minutes. I love the color scheme on Brightline. Yeah, it's pretty nice, I must say. All right, well, this stream will be a video on YouTube, so if you missed anything on today's stream, you're going to be able to go back and catch it. Because we caught a train, so just perfect. Want to know something? Yeah, I'm all ears, man. I'm happy. We finally got it. So, sorry the camera shook a little right there. Yeah, you can see why I'm like all this. Sorry if I missed a few trains. Well, I don't know when you left. All right. All right, James, that's going to be a warning right there. And you're banned, buddy. Yeah, that's going to be a warning right there. Please don't do that again. But apologies. Nicholas, I don't know what you missed. But if you haven't seen a train on... I understand. Just don't say stuff like that, James. But if you saw a train, then you didn't miss anything. If you didn't see a train, then you only missed one train so far. We had one southbound bright line come through, and that was it. Tripod's flown away. But yeah, we only had one train so far. Street lights are coming on now. Should hopefully help with the darkness. Excuse me. Whoops, just messed with my tripod there. Well, let's go. First catch of today's stream. Only one day, and that's unexpected, I guess. Yeah, very slow today. A little bit slower than I would have liked, but it is what it is. We caught something, at least. I'm gonna review the footage now, actually, now that I got a second. Got a little bit of a horn show from him, by the way, so that was neat. Whew. Guess he wasn't moving too fast as well. You can tell it's chilly. I love it. But yeah, hopefully we'll catch a little bit more train action here. We'll stay out for about an hour longer. A little bit over an hour longer. See if we catch anything else. I am kind of rethinking this location though. The shot's pretty nice, but I just need a taller tripod for me to get exactly what I want. But that's why we try new locations. Also, another little frustrating thing is because of how early it gets dark now, so. Excuse me. Hello, James. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Don't know if you left. Hello, or you're good at ignoring? All right. Sorry, I had a little something to take care of. Hello, Hewley Railfan. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I was swearing at you. LOL. Yeah, sorry, guys. Sorry, I missed a lot of chat. Sorry, I looked away for 5 seconds. That's something to deal with. Apologies. Random, have you ever into the desert to catch a huge intermodal train? I live nowhere near a desert, so unfortunately, no. But not gonna lie, that is a shot on my bucket list. Catching you live, dude. Sweet. Hi from Australia. Welcome, David, to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. That's far away across the pond. Thank you for stopping by. I only caught one so far, waiting for some more. Kind of busy with the trains passing through here, but it was unexpected, yeah. But yeah, hello, Hewley Railfan. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. No action yet. Sorry, one train so far. Hoping to catch some more. Well, James, I don't really like the fan of that. That's a train horn right there. That's FEC 105. Maybe. Can I suggest a spot? I'd love to. I think there's not really a lot of trains today because it's the holiday. There's not about holidays, especially Christmas. Yeah, but it's a weekday. So BLS 724 should have just passed you. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what that was. But yeah, MA and NC Railfan, please go right ahead. Suggest a spot for me. I have a freight train coming here very soon. That'll be our second catch of today. Yeah, apologies if I missed all of y'all's messages. I was looking away. I was dealing with something. Somebody was asking me a question. We might get something here very soon. Don't really know what direction though. It sounded like it's coming south. In fact, yeah, here we go. Train time, guys. Train time. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I do. Yep, there you go. You can see his lights on the track. Train time, guys. Train time. And there we go. First catch, second catch, first freight train. Let's go. It did have that Champion 720 on it, so that's perfect. Here comes the manifest part of the train. Try Railfanning Worcester. I wish I could get up there, man. It seems like a great spot. I know where that is. I'd like to get up there. What if I just passed me in downtown Jensen? Well, here it is, right here. Lots of manifest freight on them, actually. Here comes the intermodal part, though. So yeah, we had two Grupo Mexico Chivos, then a Champion Scheme EMD locomotive, so that's perfect. But yeah, second catch of today's stream, let's go. Excuse me. Lots of piggybacks on him. As usual, 105 carrying a lot of freight today, long one today. Don't really know if anybody noticed, but the lead locomotive, I believe it was 820, only had one ditch light working. Pretty weird. Oh, sorry, man. Hold on. I got you. Here we go. Sorry, just had some guy on a bike coming by. My bad. On that one, chat. All right. So, there we go. Hopefully we should get a little more action tonight. There's the second catch of today's stream, and it's the freight we were waiting for, so that's perfect. So I missed a little bit of chat. What color was the locomotive? The Grupo scheme, man. Basically blue and white. Hello, Tropical Railroad Productions. Hello, Albany Division Railfan. Welcome. Hi to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. We have only seen 2 trains so far today. Waiting on some more. It's BNSF. Fort Madison. Fort Madison is actually a place I really want to go to, just due to the amount of train traffic and how busy it is in that area. Definitely a place on the bucket list. Worcester is a nice place, but that is very far out of the way. Keep in mind, I'm in southern Florida. That's over 1,500 miles away. As Veterans Day going, I'm trackside, so it's not too bad. Hope everyone else in chat's doing the same. So yes, I'm probably gonna end the stream at 7. Most likely 7. But probably. But I doubt I'll stretch it to 8. But I don't know. I could. What's more likely a higher chance? Probably none of them. Probably neither. I doubt I'll be able to go to both of them. But I guess most likely Fort Madison would be the more realistic option. What trains have you gotten so far? I've seen a a southbound Brightline, BLF 724, I believe. And then a southbound Florida East Coast freight train, FEC 105. We're going to be waiting on one more here. I either stay out till it's 7 o'clock, or we'll stay out till FEC 191 passes, as I kind of do want to get home tonight. So I kind of want to get home a little bit earlier tonight, so. Do you know what is on FEC 191? I'm unsure, but one of the breast cancer units has been circling the area, mainly on 191. So I wouldn't put it past. It could be on there. I'm not sure. That'd be a great way. That'd be a great catch. BLF 705 just left West Palm Beach northbound. All right, so we might catch that too. I doubt I'll be able to catch it on film because those things actually sneak up on you. It's gonna be hard to catch, but I don't know. I could be able to. No other bright lines? All right. So we still got 191 to wait on. What's the breast cancer unit? These things are the oldest FEC special units. There's 2 Florida East Coast EMD locomotives that are painted with the pink stripe down the middle, and it's their breast cancer awareness units. It's FEC 425 and FEC 436. They actually have been both in the area. You know, I'll check Heritage units, see if it's on there. See if they have it being tracked. I know, I'm asking what's the number. FEC 425 and 436. You try Plant City, Florida? I've been there, actually. I don't want to go again, if I'm being honest. The traffic is way too low, I must say. Train traffic, way too low. And the people there aren't the best, I must admit. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I don't see it on the tracker, but then again, nobody really tracks it, so. There are other places in Georgia and upstates like Virginia or West Virginia. I'd like to, but it's kind of in the middle of my season right now, so I can't quite do that. I'd love to, though. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to, but oh, well, actually, also, Heritage Units is experiencing... No, wait, no, never mind. Heritage Units is back online. The tracking app. The tracking app, it was shut down for a little bit, but actually, as of 14 minutes ago, it just popped back online. So, perfect timing, I guess you could say. Have you ever railfanned Doswell, Virginia yet? I have not. Could you try Charlotte, North Carolina? I would love to, but I don't think I will. Man, how fast it became dark. Yeah, you don't say. I must admit, not a fan. What was I gonna say? But I haven't been to Doswell or North Carolina. Would love to go to both those places. One spot I have been, though, I've been to Pembroke, North Carolina. If you ever been there, there's a diamond there. Not very active, timetable-wise, but I was there for about an hour and a half, and I caught 5 trains, so I guess I caught it perfect. So, no, I'm saying during the summer, I don't like the spring forward. That's true. Can you try any spots with CSX? There's nothing really too close near me with CSX action, but I do plan on going to a lot of CSX spots, and during the summer I live near a CSX line, so that's when I usually catch my CSX action. If I'm lucky, when I hit up Orlando, sometimes I do go to Orlando sometimes during the year. I might be able to catch some CSX freight action up there, but nothing's guaranteed. Try spots with Norfolk Southern, maybe Conrail territory. I've only railfanned on 2. Scratch that. I've railfanned on 3 Norfolk Southern lines in my life. I've done the S&A line, I think, out in Columbia, South Carolina. Didn't stream it, but I did catch a train. I did the Southern Tier line, not former Conrail. That was Lackawanna, I believe, former Lackawanna territory. And I've done the Pittsburgh line. That's definitely former Conrail. Can you do Crescent, PA? Have you railfanned Crescent, PA? Yes, multiple times. Seen a lot of action through there. I like the little ice cream stand there next to the train tracks, the former caboose. That's pretty cool. That's actually that was actually one of the spots I caught the S&A Heritage Unit. I've seen it there, and I've seen it in other spots. Pretty cool. I've railfanned Lily, Cassandra, Crescent, Glitzen, Horseshoe Curve, Altoona, Brickyard. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and Johnstown. Okay. Glitzen's a pretty neat spot. It's got that bridge with the tunnel. It's got that bridge and the tunnel. It's always a nice shot through there. I've actually done some streams there. I've streamed there. I've streamed Horseshoe Curve. That does not sound good. Sounds like something was making contact with the road there. I don't know. I think we may just call the stream early because of the light. That might be a possibility here, I'm not sure. Have you railfanned CN lines? No, but I have seen some CN power. I've seen obviously CN power, I've seen X-City Rail power, and I've seen X-BC Rail power. So, got any trains coming soon? My gut, or my past, says we have FEC 191 on the way. That's a garbage train. And according to the tracker, we might have a Brightline train on the way. Moss mistaken the Pittsburgh line owned by 3 railroads before Norfolk Southern took over. You would be correct. It started with the Pennsylvania, turned into Penn Central, bought out by Conrail, now run by Norfolk Southern, and possibly could be taken over by Union Pacific. To make the first transcontinental railroad in the United States, finally. Well, not the first, but the only operational. It should railroad in some CN territory. That would involve me going out to Chicago. I don't want to go to Chicago. Drawbridge will be going down shortly. Sounds good. I feel like mergers are for more money. Well, of course. Why would they be doing the mergers if they didn't make any more money? How come you don't want to go to Chicago? Give that 10 seconds of thought. Why would I not want to go to Chicago? Why would I not want to go to Chicago? Think about it. Who would want to go to Chicago? But no, Chicago would be a spot I definitely would want to railfan and surrounding areas. But I don't know. I guess it always has been, but it's a very dangerous area. Crime, chaos. Yeah, there you go. Answered your question right there. So rail fans are saying that the NS and UP are going to merge, but I don't think the merger was accepted. I don't think it's going to happen. I think the government's going to step in and say, nope, you can't do that. Union Pacific was the most successful railroad last year, pulling in over $6 billion in profit, more than any other railroad. And because of that, I doubt the United States government would allow that merger to happen, mainly due to what they call monopoly laws. I really think it will happen, and not for the greater good. If it does happen, I think it would be better. I think it would make for better railroads. I just don't think it's going to be allowed for monopoly laws. What would the paint scheme look like? Oh, I don't think it's going to actually be a merger. I think Union Pacific is just going to buy out Norfolk Southern. The paint scheme is still going to be Union Pacific. Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be a merge. I think it's going to be a buyout. Although I must admit, I wonder how the Norfolk Southern SD70 ACUs would look in a UP scheme. UP would just take it over, yeah. Alrighty, guys. So, if they merge, how would you react? I'd just be like, oh, cool, they merged. I mean, I wouldn't really have too much of a reaction. Alrighty, guys. Darkness has set in, and unfortunately, we are going to call it an evening due to the darkness. Can't really get good lighting here. I didn't pick the best spot, I must admit. Don't worry, next stream I'll take it out longer. We'll have a longer stream. Preferably one with better lighting. But just due to the fact of low light, we're going to call it an evening here. Can you show your face? No, I'm good. You can find it out there. It's not like I want to hide it, but I don't want to do it when people ask. That's just kind of weird. What's going to happen to the UP American flag scheme? I mean, my face is out there. You can find it. It's been in videos. But I just don't want to do it when people ask. This is kind of weird. Alrighty, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and stopping by. We didn't get the action we really wanted, but that just happens when you go rail fanning, unfortunately. But thank you guys so much for sticking around and stopping by. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And have a good evening, y'all. Thanks for a stream, dude. You gotta have a great evening. So do you. I hope everyone else in chat has themselves a great evening. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys next time. I'll catch you guys in the next video or stream, whatever it may be. All right. That's going to do it, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.